I'm just making a quick recording because I wanted to talk about um, my last video, in which I was talking about the constant auction and kind of wave of the market and how to read it and how to interpret it, and really just how I interpret it and how you can best make use of that knowledge and knowing when to enter, when to exit a trade, how to scale in, how to scale out. This is all important stuff. But I feel like I was a little bit messy in my last video. Sorry about that, guys. I think it was like 2 a.m. I was super tired. It is not any different now because it's 4 a.m., but I'm a little bit less tired. So I just want to recap over what I was trying to say and trying to get across that when the price is going up, it's not just because people are buying. It's because there were so many buyers, and when the price was low, but now there's not enough buyers at the low price, and people have no choice but to buy at the high price. But more specifically, the direct correlation, because it's always a relationship between buyers and sellers, but the direct correlation is that sellers are technically gaining power over the price, the timing in the market. They are able to take advantage better. Okay. Sellers step in and are having more dictation over what the market's doing when the price is going up. When you see the price going up, it's because people are selling. People are able to sell for higher. And it's usually a pretty weak force when price goes up, in my opinion, unless someone sells a ton all at once. But like that kind of stuff happens all the time. But when the price is going down, for example, that's because buyers are having the power over the price and the timing of the market. Just understand this. If you're trying to buy something, you don't want to buy it for more. You wouldn't really be the person buying when the price is going up. If you are, you're just chasing a dragon, and you might get left behind. In fact, when people start to buy, it will push the price down, kind of like how it is doing right now. But when the price is fluctuating in all kinds of directions, you want to be understanding who's in power right now. Like right now, the price is going down like pretty rapidly all the time, and it's because people are trying to buy. People really like this price to buy at, and it keeps pushing down and down and down. And just because people are buying doesn't mean you have to buy too, but it is not a bad idea. When this is falling, this is how I would trade, is I would be buying into the downtrend slowly, of course, but the reason why it's pushing down more, and it's like so consistently, is because people are willing to buy lower, and it makes sense. It's like going to Target and seeing your favorite items go on a non-stop discount. It's like, okay, this week it was $8, but next week it's $6, and then 5, and then 4, and then 3. It's like, damn, the price for my items keeps getting cheaper. I'm gonna keep buying it. And then it gets to a point where it's like there's an inversion to the cost and the demand and the supply in correlation that caused the price to pop. And then it's going to explode in price and go from $1 up to $4. And then, up to 5 or 6, 7, and then it'll go back down and, kind of regulate itself through consolidation. But then once it's regulated through consolidation, it might kind of continue a normal pattern in which people have a regulated normal demand and for said price or for said product at that price. But remember that sellers want the price to go high, because that is how you make the most profit. You don't sell something at the cheapest. Like, I wouldn't want to sell my favorite bag of chips at $1. I'd rather sell it at $7. Just think about that. And that's essentially the concept behind the market and the constant auction for a single unit or for a single contract. Man, these prices are really bad right now. I don't really want to post this video. I've been in this trade for honestly way too long. I've like scaled in over a good period of time. I'm only taking this trade because I had to cut this trade short, this trade over here a little early. I was scaling into a short, and I had to leave like at the worst timing. I literally was like, "Oh man, if we break this point, it's gonna be great." I was in 20 contracts short here, by the way, and so like if I had just been able to hold on for this like 20-point move, basically, oh man, that'd have been a nice, easy 40 grand. I mean, by the time 8 p.m. hit, but I was in the trade since like 5 or 6, so I'm kind of hoping for the same here. I was kind of seeing a possibility of a little bit of an uptrend up into the 40s. I'd preferably to see up into the 50s, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I might just cut the trade short again because the problem I've seen recently when I'm in a trade is that I'll be in a trade for so freaking long that I end up having to go do something else and I can't stay for the whole time. And I'll miss out on a ton of profits, leaving a lot of money on the table. But I'm not brave enough to just leave my trades open. So yeah, it's fine. I don't mind cutting a trade short. I might have to cut this trade short. I've been in it for too long already. The market's a little bit awkward in its consolidation of price right now, but I'm kind of confident it's going to hit the 40s. So I'll try to be here as long as I can, but I don't want to be here past 5 a.m. It's already 4 a.m. 5 a.m. the market starts to get a little tricky. But we'll see. If we're consolidating until 5 a.m., I'll still be here. But I'd like to be out of this by 5 a.m. Or I've already been in this trade for like an hour, truthfully. So usually I take trades at like 12, which would have been perfect now that I'm looking at the market. At 12 a.m., the markets were kind of ideal. They always are. 10 p.m. was not bad either. Yeah, I love night sessions on gold. It's so much, easier to read and kind of flow along with. You just got to be careful in when you position because it'll deliberate quite a bit. During normal US open hours, it will not deliberate like this, right? It'll kind of just like get to the point. This is 6:30 in the morning yesterday. It kind of just gets to the point pretty quickly. It'll hit a 10-point pop pretty easy. Me, I'm not too fond of that. It went from a 61.40 to 26 in a single 5 minutes. I mean, if you captured that, hey, great. But I like to think about my trades, and I don't have enough time to think about the trade when I'm only in it for 5 minutes max. But if you're trying to gamble, this is great. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to record this trade and talk about a couple things, so let's just sit back and see what happens here. 20 seconds on the 5 minute. I think this 15 minutes about to be done. Yeah, look at that, 4:15. I don't like being in a trade when a 15-minute candle ends. Low key, high key, because it doesn't usually like go well. But hey, you never know sometimes. Sometimes it'll just like hesitate and it'll just. But when a 15-minute candle ends, I like to be the fuck out of it because. But we'll see. Might be able to get one more green candle here. Never know. 4:15. This trade, I really wish I had been in it longer. Is kind of sad because I had scaled in so much against the trend. Well, not against the trend, but against the movement and the consolidation. The same thing here. It's like you want to be in these trades for as long as you can. so that you can capture whenever it does finally pop out of consolidation. Like right here, it's going to pop out of consolidation, hopefully. Maybe hit 41.40 at least, and at least get some profit, right? And like, yeah, I captured like almost $8,000 here. But if I close a trade right here at 41.40, it'll be the same thing. Capture like, 10 grand or so, and then I'll just be out. But yeah, guys, think about the order and timing of people in an auction. When you buy low. When you sell high. No matter the order in which you're doing it. Think about the current market schema, and you think about where you want to be buying low at. Where do you want to be selling high at? Where does it make sense to sell high? It makes sense to sell high up here. That's why I'm like, I hope we get past this. People should be selling up here, and that should push the price up a little bit further. I don't think these orders will get filled, truthfully. Like, I'm being incredibly optimistic. But yeah, you buy low, you sell high. It really is that simple. Look at the market, look at where it's low. Buy. Anyway, I always feel like the things I say might be too simple or too complex. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And I did not fix my mic, so I really hope it's not just absolute dog shit. And if it is, I think I'm going to blame Streamlabs. Because I was on Discord earlier and it sounded perfectly fine. Anyway, I really do hope this audio is better. Last video was so bad. I'm getting some hesitation here on the 1 minute. Let me go check, see what's going on. Yeah, we're getting a ton of buying pressure, actually. People are, like, wanting to be a part of this. So it's probably going to track back down, and then it's going to push back up, hopefully, or this just sets into a downtrend. People don't want to miss out. They want to cut. I've actually been in this trade since over here. I scaled in on this, I think, and then it pushed up, and then it did the same thing where people start to buy in, pushes the price down, but then people just kept buying in, and it just fucking collapsed. And I was like, holy shit. And it could do the same thing right now. Part of me always looks at the market and saying, like, okay, when people are doing the opposite of what I'm trying to do, maybe I should just, like, leave the trade and then, like, enter back in later. Take the profits now, wait a bit, enter back in, take advantage of, like, every single ounce of movement and be kind of sweaty with this, or just hold it and just wait for the profits or wait for the targets that I'm aiming for. Because, like, I could have just exited there. I really could have. Because I feel like everyone else is exiting. Everyone else is just exiting their trade because they're like, fuck that. Finally pushed above this damn 37 point. But let's hope people just stop buying. Yeah, like, it's kind of gross. But this is actually not a bad timing for it to go down. It's the last minute of the 5 minute. It's not too bad timing, honestly. I'd prefer it to go down the last minute of the 5 minute than the minute after the 5 minute, because this allows for room for it to push back up in the next 5 minutes start. Like, see, this next 5 minute could push up here before coming back down, which is kind of nice, possibly. I might still want to get out, truthfully. It would make sense. We've only touched this point once. So we hit 39, we hit resistance. Kind of expected that. I really want to see 40 hit. This is a new 5 minute candle here we're watching. I am so willing to just close out at 7,500 profit. I could, like, scale out. I could just, like, sell 10. Just take a couple bucks profit. Yeah, see, we push back up, like I said, before we come back down. And we'll face hopefully some kind of resistance here and push back up. But otherwise, it'll just fucking collapse. I don't really want to see it collapse. I've been in this too damn long. I honestly just want this to end. This thing's not updating, but we're roughly 10,000 profit. I kind of want to put a 10 stopper here. This is like corny, but I really hate like leaving a trade. It's like, man, I liked this trade. Almost sad to see you go. Let's see here. I want to make my timing good on this exit. I'm really bad about like having good exit timing. Let me wait. Right here. Matched out. Getting a lot of influx right here. I'm gonna be kind of crazy. Boop. I'm gonna pop 10 out. See how the market feels about that. I think I have too many sell orders out. I have no idea how many this is. I gotta count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. So these are the last 10 right here. I could close this if it hits like 40K just on some OCD shit. I hate when I get into that. I'm just like, if I can make it stop exactly at 40,000. Every time I've done that is when like the numbers usually just absolutely fucking reverse on me. It's nowhere near the numbers I want. Being OCD does not get you what you want, by the way. So this massive, call it a sell off, buy off, however you want to see it. It's a ton of excess sell orders. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. I'm actually gonna hold this. It's like 10 orders to hold here, but I'm gonna hold this because, again, it's the 1 minute before the 5 minute. I'm okay with that. Like, it's just people just exiting out to add some more pressure here on this. That was not the 1 minute before the 5 minute. I mean, like, just 2 minutes before the 5 minute ends. But now there's 1 minute left in this 5 minute. I'm actually gonna hold this. Those were actually good signs because you want the market to like go up and down on every single 5 minute candle. If it goes straight up, that is scary to me because it means that there's not a single ounce of opposing pressure. It means the next 5 minute candle will probably have that opposing pressure. I mean, even this is actually a little bit suspicious to me. This makes me think the next 4 seconds, the next 5 minute candle will actually just sell off. I'm going to close out. It's a little bit preemptive. I do think it's going to continue up, but I just want to be out. That's an extra 10K on the day. It's pretty good. I know I did this like literally yesterday, but you guys can see it. I mean, it's literally right here. Make sure I blur out my my username, but yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching with me. I'm out of this trade. A little bit preemptive, but I don't care. I kind of fed up. I'll wait for this to finish and then we'll go. And this is just a side note, but I was like literally pulling up Steam so I could play Skyrim. I was like, you know what? I already made 7 grand on the day. I think I'm gonna go play Skyrim this morning and have a nice, beautiful start to my day. And I was like, you know what? I deserve some more money because that was bullshit earlier that I missed all that. And here we are, just making more. But that's the name of the game, right? Okay. It's taking forever. Yeah, see, this would have hit. But no FOMO, no FOMO. No FOMO. Come on. That's one thing I hate about Trader 8 is it's so slow. Well, anyway, I'm planning a Japan trip, guys. I'm gonna go to Japan for like a whole month. I'm gonna visit the house for a little bit too. It was super expensive. I bought my plane tickets today. It was like 4 grand to get to Japan round trip. 2 tickets. 2 grand for just me. I was like, fuck. It's fucking expensive, man. Plus I'm gonna spend like probably 2 or more grand just on lodging, plus another couple thousand on food just because I'm a fat ass. Like, fuck. I'm gonna need hella money just to go there. I don't know how people can feel comfortable affording it when you don't have fucking bank, you know? If I don't have like 10 G's and no responsibilities, I would not go to Japan. But some people be going to Japan, they have fucking nothing. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but hey, if you're having fun, hey, it's all about life. Life's all about having fun, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do in Japan. I'm probably just gonna work the entire time because the markets are at a good timing. Oh, hey, look, here we go. Check it out. So I'm actually paying about 50% more than I should be on trade fees and commissions. I just didn't want to pay for the extra like 150 bucks that would save me so much. I might need to actually upgrade my account because I trade a lot. I've already taken 87 trades in the past week. Um, this is a lot. 600 bucks is a lot in commissions. Anyway, check it out. These are my stats, guys. It's pretty good. I don't know if I should show you guys this. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know if there's any like sensitive information in here, but I really don't care. Anyway, yeah, I'm up about 32 grand on the week. It's been exactly 1 week, 7 days now. Well, 7 days calendar, but I've traded like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 days total. It's pretty good, right? And just so you know, the more this number goes up, the more money I will be making on a consistent basis. Like the first day or two, I'm only making like a couple $100, 1,000, maybe 2,000, and like I'll just keep doing that over and over again. And then eventually, once my liquidity hits a higher and higher amount, I take on higher positions. Like in this trade and that trade earlier today, like yeah, I made about 7, 8, 9, 10,000. But I was in 20 contracts, which is kind of nuts. I don't know why I was in that many contracts, but I just kept having, like, I kept buying into my position or selling into my position. And so, like, one contract adds up to another contract, another contract. And eventually I'm just like, holy shit, I'm in 20 contracts. um, but it's probably a lot smarter to not use your entire liquidity. I started with an amount that I'm okay losing. The 7,000 I started with, I'm okay losing that. Like it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to lose it, but I do have to risk it if I want to make more than that. And once you make a certain amount, it's really important, guys, to manage your risk and think about how much are you willing to lose and how much are you willing to risk. How much are you willing to make and how much are you willing to risk to make that amount, you know? To be smart, I shouldn't use more than, they would say, like, don't use more than like 5% of your account. I mean, I don't know, like I wouldn't use 5% of my life savings. You know what I mean? But like I'm gonna risk more than 5% of my account. I don't know. Maybe I'm retarded, guys. Maybe don't listen to me. Um, but I'm trying to make a lot of money, and I'm trying to be, you know, trying to turn nothing into something. And if you don't have any life savings, you don't have any income, you just have a couple bucks, you kind of have to risk 100% of your account to make, 5%, 10%, make 20% in a day. But it stacks up. So do your own risk management. But I on low key, obviously, I was risking like 60% of my account balance on this trade today, and I made up. I think I literally made 50% of my account balance. So ROI is pretty worth it for me, but not everyone can do that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching.